LeadSimple's new process flow feature is an excellent way for you to have a good, solid view of what's going on in a process, the documentation aspect of it from a general level, as well as where you are in a specific process. Today, we're going to cover those two aspects. As we're looking at this process that we have, our internal client weekly meeting, which we've been using in a couple of training videos now, I want to know what the heck's actually happening in this process. I get to go and use this button to view processes to really understand from our backlog stages, everything that's in blue, our active stages, everything leading up to completed, and our actual completed steps. If I click on any one of these, I'm greeted with what's actually taking place and our duration of that, alongside the actual steps that are involved in it. So as we are preparing for our client call, I know that this process has 3 steps. There's a little bit of a bug here, no one to worry about that so far, but it's going to tell us that the process enters this stage and we get this task to review the notes. If we click on it, we're actually given our instructions and we're allowed to go over it. And then we get to send our email, which will actually give us a template of our email. It will also tell us if it's a stop task or not. After that, there's an automation. You can see here, these are the global buttons for what step actually does. Now, these things in between, if we go and hover them, will actually let us know what's actually going to happen and what needs to be true in order for that to happen. So these little trees you see, these little blocks, are conditional trees. They are very common across multiple platforms to let you know that a condition needs to take place. That is, something needs to be true in order for the next thing to happen the way you want it to, based off of that outcome. So, for example, this stage change will occur when the process reaches the step, let the automation complete the step, do not complete. So, it means I only get to the stage once this task actually happens. That's my condition. If this is true, this checks off, this chain of events will take place and the next thing will show up. Sometimes these conditional trees will have additional inputs, as in it will only happen or this task will only complete so far if something is true. For example, this meeting is this particular one is conditionally tied to this question. This step has conditions to be displayed. It will let me know what needs to take place. The other thing we can do is individually, independently within the actual process, I can go ahead and look at it. So if we look at a completed process, for example, we can go look at view of the process from what's taking place. It's letting me know that I am here. If I click on any one of them, it will give me a green light letting me know that they were actually taken and completed successfully. Right? These that are in blank means they were not completed and most likely were because the condition was not true. That way they were skipped. It's a good way to audit what took place in the process, what didn't, what was skipped, and so on and so forth. Hopefully you get to use this tool to really affect how you interact with the process from a general perspective, as well as from an individual perspective, and identify what you want to look for if you were to look for, let's say, a lease renewal process and wanted to know how far into our follow-up we've gotten when we're trying to communicate with a tenant to get our lease signed. Have a wonderful day.